I just thought it was
Mom, girlfriend?
no, maybe just like time for a change, just something a little more professional. My mom was happy, my dad was happy about it, so just a little change up. I've had it since I was 16. It's on my driver's license, so just trying to get something a little bit different.
You think about how much your life has changed from this time last year, where you came in and took over the role. Does it just feel like a whirlwind? Has it gone by fast?
Yeah, I'd say it has gone by fast. Some of the guys say in the building is the days are long, but the years and the seasons are fast. So the season's gone by pretty quickly, but the days and practices and all that have been strenuous and long. So kind of take that for what it is. But no, just kind of being kind of like a 180 from where I was last year. It feels good, obviously, just to kind of have like a starting role and like being like a key contributor, if you will, to the team, to the program. So I feel like I'm kind of pull my weight a little bit more and like a contributor, and I feel like I'm really a part of the team this year for sure.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned in your first calendar year in this role?
Something I kind of took from Trenton Gill as well as Colin Smith is just don't get too high, don't get too low. You have a great game, take Virginia for example, just don't get too high on it. And then you take Marshall for example. I had a career low in Marshall, so don't get too low. You just kind of like when something doesn't go your way. So trying to just kind of like stay even headed and just don't get too high, don't get too low.
How excited do you get when you pin the ball inside the 20 and then you see the defense basically force a 3 and out? Like how much do you feel like associated to that?
I wear the defensive jersey, so I know a lot of those guys, they claim me or whatever on the defensive side of the ball, so I like that, I'm one of the guys that's able to help them out. But then Coach Thorne talks about it all the time, complementary football. So there's some statistic I don't know off the top of my head, I apologize, but if you pin it inside the 10, chances are we're going to go 3 and out on them. They're going to punt, get on our side of the 50, and then set Braden up for a long field goal or touchdown. So worst case, if I can pin inside the 10, hopefully we're at least getting down there with 3 points. So I know I don't score when I pin punt, but you can look at it as possibly 3 points if I can kind of get inside the 10.
But a lot of kicking specialists are golfers. Is that including you?
I would say I'm a golfer. I'm not here to say I'm a good golfer or average golfer, bad golfer, but I do try. I know Braden's big into golf, and like you mentioned Dawson earlier with the hair, so Dawson was a big golfer as well. So I think it's fun, kind of a little bit of like mental game as well with golf. Kind of the same thing as punting. So pinning inside the 10, putting it on the green. There's a lot of similarities, so I do enjoy golf a little bit.
That was where I was going with. Do you see is there an art form to getting the ball to land a certain way, similar to like a wedge shot from 100 yards out?
Obviously, first of all, you change your drop so you're not flat. You're going to end over end, try and get that backspin, kind of like in golf. Get the backspin, it'll hit the green, and hopefully kind of give you a good rollback or good check. So, I'd say it's very similar to golf.
Were you that adept in high school, or is this something you learned when you got to NC State?
It's something I was aware of in high school, but I feel like I more perfected it when I got to college. Kind of like a lot of guys. In high school you're doing the right things, but you might not do them as well as you can when you get to college. So I kind of say I perfected it, I guess, when I got to college, and just kind of working on getting better at it each and every day.
You get fired up when you see Anthony Smith or one of the other guys, cover punts that well?
Yeah, technically it's my job for them not to have to do that, but I do appreciate them when they kind of bail me out of trouble. I don't get the best punt off and it's a little bit low, and the returner was able to field it. So I do appreciate them for what they do. Anthony Smith, that was a big play in the game. It's a big momentum play for us, but then also just field position, keeping them pinned back. So it's definitely, very explosive and momentum building play for us for sure.
Awesome.
Is there a responsibility or in terms of like maybe legacy at NC State for your position? Do you feel that?
I try not to, feel pressure or anything. I just try to, kind of like do the best that I can do each and every day. I don't try to be anybody else. I just try to be, the best Caden Noonkester. I don't try to be the next AJ Cole or the next Trent Gill. I just want to be, the first me. And so whatever that is, each and every day, I just kind of try to do me. And at the end of the day, if I'm happy with how I played, then I feel like I can kind of go home and I can sleep at night content that I gave it the best shot. I don't have to try to chase other people's names or stats or anything. Just kind of doing the best that I can do, each and every day.
Do you study other teams' punt returners? Like, are you keenly aware of if a guy is a really good punt returner, that you want to make sure that he doesn't get off?
Yeah, so I look at statistics obviously, but then also just on film, some guys have tendencies to drop end over end punts or different spinning balls. So and a lot of guys in the league that are not really used to the high punts. because we have a lot of Aussies in the league and stuff. They're kind of hitting the low spinners, and so like you look at Virginia, he didn't field, I think it was 2 of them, just because they're a little bit higher than he might have been used to. So just trying to look at returners and kind of seeing like what they're used to and kind of what they struggle with a little bit as well.
But the last NC State defense has been so good, and these last 2 games have been field position games, and you guys have had an edge in that. As a special teams unit, how much pride do you take in what has been accomplished, especially the last couple of games?
Kind of what I was hitting at before is like I feel like I'm really a part of the defense. I mean, not just the jersey, but then also kind of helping them out because I mean they're a big part of our team and a big part of the success that we've had. Kind of like this kind of tail end of the season, and just I mean the whole season for that fact, but just kind of be able to set them up for success because they worked really hard, and I know Peyton and Betty and all them. I mean they're really hard on the guys and they kind of want the best, and so why not try to give them the best foot forward they can at different stages of the game.
All right, we'll let you